Sometime we're cold, sometime we're cold, sometime we're cold, baby, sometime we're cold, sometime we're cold, sometime we're cold, sometime we're cold, baby, sometime we're cold, sometime we're cold, baby. This is the podcast, and we're gonna be starting this episode 3, 2, 1.
Hey, that's funny as fuck. Guys, my main men and women. Welcome back to Sometime with Colton Dover, episode 29. Man, I'm having fun. It's 5:30 p.m. 5:28 actually, 2 minutes shy. I'm out here with Mike Hullinger.
Woo!
What is up, my main man? Introduce yourself.
Myself.
I already said your name, but
Yeah.
introduce yourself, who you are, and why we're here.
I am Mike Hullinger. I'm a stand-up comic and visual artist and a dark magician and a veteran of the psychic wars.
Yes. All right. So let's go. Let's talk about the wars. All right.
Yeah.
Did you win any medals?
I won a few. I won one for best psychic chokeslam.
Oh shit.
Any
Any casualties?
There were a lot. I don't like to talk about it.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I didn't bring all the dog tags.
Yeah.
Most of them I keep in my mind.
You ever watch Brothers with Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Dude, it's the perfect movie to tell people, like, to show people what PTSD does to someone. So I'm gonna spoil it. Spoiler alert.
Spoil brothers.
I'm gonna spoil Brothers.
But yeah, what war does it take place in?
Iraq.
Yeah, Iraq. Okay.
Yeah. So
Spoiler
like
alert.
2008.
2008. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this movie is about, like, Tobey Maguire goes to the army. He's in a mission and he's basically MIA.
Mm-hmm.
People are then he gets pronounced dead. Then he gets found from a ambush or something. You guys seen this movie? Drew? Yeah. Nathan Van Meter's here right now. He has seen the movie. He nodded. Isn't it a great movie? It's fucked. It's a great movie, though. Tobey Maguire gets rescued. People think he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
His family thinks he's dead.
I don't know why you laughed at that.
no, they don't think.
Are we supposed to laugh?
They're not like, wait, he's dead. Slaps the knee. No. Family thinks he's dead. It's been what, like a year and a half or something. A minute, at least probably a few months. Jake Gyllenhaal's brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's been taking care of the family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And he comes back and he's alive and he has PTSD, and like throughout the whole movie he has like all these like spasms, like he pops a balloon.
He's just pissed. He's just like,
Yeah.
it's like a party, and he's like, PT in the war, balloons were the just fucking popping those.
He was
bitches.
watching Up with his family. He's like, "Fuck no! What are you doing, Pixar?" No, like he. It was just a crazy movie to show PTSD, and like I don't know. It's just I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I have not seen it. There's a cool movie. It reminded me of this movie called The Guest. It's kind of like a stylistic horror movie, but it's like with it's with a like an Iraq vet. Yeah. It's a Canadian movie, but anyway, this guy he comes to this house randomly, and turns out he's a like a war buddy. Like he was in the same troop as this family's son who died in the war. And he's just coming to visit.
What war is it?
I think it was like the Iraq War.
Okay, yeah,
the most current one.
Yeah.
Iraq War 2.
The sequel. Iraq War, The Chronicles.
yeah, Chronicles of the Iraq.
Who's writing that book?
So he was in that, and then so he goes in, he just kind of works his way in the family, and that's one of those kind of gaslighty type movies where like slowly, like
slow
over
burn,
time, kind of like
yeah.
Stepdad, those types of movies. Where it's like he was the perfect man.
Yeah.
But then eventually you find out that he was actually okay. Here's another spoiler because this is a cool twist.
Yeah.
Skip maybe like 3 minutes. If you don't want to hear the spoiler, but it's, so what you find out like maybe 2/3 of the way through is that the guy, he was friends with this guy's son, but they were part of this program that like mind washed them and turned them into like these kind of super soldiers, but they were super reactionary. So like when these certain triggers come in, they're just like hyper aggressive.
Who's in this movie?
It came out in like the 2000s. I want to say the 2010s. Sometime.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. It had a cool soundtrack. I liked it.
The Guest?
It had that 80s kind of like sound. It was pretty cool.
Like synth stuff? like an 80s synth type stuff.
Yeah, that
like a
80s
retro.
synth, yeah, that retro synth wave. That's when it was like really big. But I dig the soundtrack. 'Cause they had some
Hey,
bands from that time.
can you come over here, Nate? Can you look up the guests? I want to
Yeah.
see it.
They have my favorite Love and Rockets song on there.
Damn.
There you go, 2014.
Came out 2014.
Yeah, very cool. I
That's
was watching
that's
some
pretty
Vietnam
recent.
movies too, like earlier.
Yeah?
I don't know why our
Oh
brains
my
think
God,
of
there
war.
was a zombie World War II zombie movie. My friend Connor introduced me to. It was on Hulu.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if what was it called? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
It's called Mein Kampf. It was really good. Made some good points. No.
That's funny as shit. Adolf Hitler.
Yep.
I just said his name.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say Hitler on a podcast.
No,
you
you
get pushed down like
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Overlord.
Overlord, that was great. I
You
have
seen that film?
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, Overlord is great.
I've seen that
That was
movie. That is a good, not only a good original war movie, but an original zombie movie. It was cool as fuck.
Yeah, good practical.
They're not
effects.
zombies? What were they?
It was loosely
supposed to-
related
to
to
Cloverfield?
Yeah, it was in that.
Universe?
Yeah, I took him as kind of like,
Didn't know that.
yeah, they were taking a page out of Reanimator because there's like different types of zombies. So these were more like
Oh.
the laboratory.
Interesting. I
like
never
with that
knew
necro stuff. Yeah,
that. Never knew that it was closely related to the Cloverfield series. I never watched Cloverfield Lane or
yeah.
Paradox or the
Yeah.
original. I never
Watch
seen it.
Reanimator and you'll see some similarities too. It's like an '80s movie, but like there's stuff in that movie where the severed head is talking like "Help me."
Okay.
There's some shit like that in Reanimator, and there's also some stuff like that in Return of the Living Dead.
Okay.
Those are my favorite zombies, the talking zombies.
Yeah.
I guess they're not really. I mean, they're not hungry for like flesh exactly, but they are. Yeah, when they talk, when they're like brains, they let you know. What they're Communicate.
They're vocal on what they're
Yeah,
wanting.
Yeah.
It is
Not
pretty
like
funny.
Some people.
I don't.
Got an
I don't
ex-wife
like.
watching.
I don't know. There's something about just I don't like a silent zombie. That's fucking boring. But I
Not
do
always.
like Call of
Yeah.
Duty zombies are my favorite zombies. Those are my favorite zombies. Zombies that are actually legitimately like fucking terrifying if you were actually in real life with them.
Yeah, the
They're
fast-moving
running
ones.
at them like,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
That scream? Fuck out of here!
I'm not a huge fan of running zombies, just aesthetically, but if it's gonna happen, they're gonna have to be fast moving.
Yeah.
That's the whole. Yeah, and then even then they might get fucked. I think like 28 Days Later did the most realistic.
Well, didn't World War Z do fast ones too? They were
Yeah.
sprinting.
that was a weird
sprinting.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause Brad Pitt just looked amazing
that's very
with an axe. Brad Pitt with an axe. You
That's,
can't you can't do better with that.
That's Mel Brooks' son wrote that. Wrote the
What?
book.
Really?
Yeah. He wrote a book called The Zombie Survival Guide. Also,
Damn.
gotta have just all, and it's like practical advice how to survive a zombie attack and shit.
Oh, I think. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I think of something else. I'm thinking of like a disaster book. My friend had this book about how to survive, like different ways to die,
Oh,
like
okay.
a shark attack or like
Oh,
a
I've seen that
burn-
book,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it had something in there like how to survive an alien abduction.
Yeah.
Like
Like
just in case.
like
yeah.
how to survive blank. I think it was like
Yeah.
how to survive a mass shooter, a flood, a tsunami.
Give him a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
You're not the same when you're hungry.
There was a nuke. There was there was how to survive a nuke. It was just the scene from Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Insert fridge. No.
Yeah.
Speaking of Indiana Jones, bro, you're an Indiana Jones
I
fan,
like
right?
all that stuff. I love
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
I fucking love
Yeah.
Indiana. I knew you were a big fan.
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts on the fifth one?
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I was a kid during that, so like
Mhm.
I'll watch like all those. I mean, Raiders. I think is still
That's
the
the
best.
best, yeah.
The first one out of there.
Yeah.
I enjoy. I mean, there's like real critical people that'll hate on that third one with Sean Connery, but I like that
Really?
one
People
too.
hate on that one?
There were people
Last
hating on it,
Crusade
yeah.
was probably this is that one. It's Raiders than that one. I don't. Temple of
Yeah.
Doom wasn't that good to me.
Temple of Doom was fun. I'll rewatch it here and there. I mean,
Yeah.
they made like video games and stuff out of
Yeah.
it and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I'm on
it
the indie. I'm
wasn't
on
my
Lego
favorite.
Indiana Jones right now.
Are you? I haven't
yeah.
seen those. Are those
Dude,
good?
Lego Indiana Jones is so fun.
Okay.
It's like it's the cutscenes are goofy and they're just kiddie,
Mhm.
but like it's just like I don't know, something about it is just like nostalgic.
yeah.
I grew up on Lego.
I just
Star
saw
Wars.
Lego Batman. Oh, I fucking love Legos, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
it's the shit, bro.
best toy. Yeah, Lego
So-
Batman was good. I like the Lego movie.
If I had to live with
Yeah.
that's the toy though. Like
that is the number one toy.
yeah,
like
that
for
is,
physical
isn't it?
toys. There's no beating it. You
Yeah.
can build anything.
you
Like
build anything, you can do anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have a friend who has like just like $700 Lego sets.
Yeah,
I'm
insane.
talking,
It's
like,
always something insane. It's
Yeah.
always like a friend that's like insane with Legos. If they have a Lego like set that's like something real, like a head or something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like
something
like
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 that,
an
yeah.
actual like object, not like a Lego like set like that's like a scene from Star. Like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
actual like I have a Lego TV. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a
I've seen
Lego
those, yeah.
like if it's like real life, like as if it was a real life
You
object.
watched that like James May's Toy Story? He literally builds a house out of Legos.
No way.
Just a whole house.
He builds an entire house
He did have
out
to
of
put
Legos.
like some beams and stuff underneath just
Right.
to hold it up, but like everything else, like
Yeah.
pure Lego. He was walking around, had guests bringing Legos. Like, here's a Lego Jello mold and shit.
It's funny as shit.
No.
I one time saw a video on Instagram, an entire car, the size of a car. It had to be like it was a BMW. It was the size of a BMW, and made out of Legos. The entire thing made out of Legos. It was like neck to neck, side to side, next to a real BMW. It was to par, the look and everything, and it was literally. Then it showed a time lapse of how it was made, literally brick by brick. Like, it was insane.
Oh yeah, just wild. I built like the biggest thing I've built was like the pirate ship.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Was dope.
What's the biggest thing I built? I want to say the Millennium Falcon or the Death Star, like to be cliche.
I would love
like,
to have built something.
right,
like that,
because
yeah.
those were like the biggest pieces I knew I could get. But I think the biggest piece I did was probably the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh really?
scene
They
of
have that. I
the
haven't
boulder.
seen that.
Yeah,
That looks cool. That looks
that
cool.
was cool. That was
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Indiana Jones movie, man. I love Indiana
I'm
Jones.
looking forward to it. I like the trailer. I like where they're
Looks
going.
cool. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
They obviously acknowledge that it's an old fuck playing.
Yeah,
the
you
guy.
got to do that. Yeah.
So if they acknowledge him enough, but
He's
not
like-
too much, just
yeah.
the right, like acknowledge that
Yeah.
fact just enough, I think it could be.
he's
an
like in
okay
his
movie.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What do you think about just like recasting, doing some new stuff? Are you big on just leave it in the past?
I think it'd be cool to recast Indiana Jones. I know they were gonna do. I saw a picture of Chris Pratt.
I'm for that. Why
Did
not
you
do
see-
it like James Bond? did
Yeah.
it. I think that
I
kind of
think
works.
it could definitely work.
It's like you
'Cause-
just got to be open to this is a different feeling. This is like already a serialized thing like James Bond.
right? Yeah, but I feel like maybe it's that Harrison Ford connection.
I mean, no one's gonna replace Harrison
Right.
Ford.
I mean, like they already replaced them with the Han Solo film, because he did Han Solo.
Oh yeah.
So like maybe there's something sacred about him and Indy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could definitely see Chris Pratt probably doing the role.
I get annoyed by that with comic book movies where like people will be like, I'm never gonna watch another, Iron Man unless it's, Robert Downey
Yeah.
Jr. And I'm like, there's like a million other great stories for
Yeah.
Iron Man, so no more Iron Man stories.
Yeah,
even though
right.
there's tons, more being
Yeah,
made.
I mean they proved that multiple times.
Exactly.
Batman,
So it's
like
just a sign of the casual
Yeah,
person. They're like,
right.
nope, never again. I'm like, well, we got more stuff. Just put someone new in there.
it's been done before with multiple characters. Iron Man has just now been discontinued by Robert Downey Jr. So it's not gonna.
Yeah, I had someone yell at me because I was like, why not just recast Black Panther? And everybody's like, oh my god,
It's like,
you're
well,
the
it's
friggin' devil.
yeah.
This is an iconic thing. And I'm like I get that and stuff, but there were like, there are lots of people.
They recast. It's the weirdest thing. It has to be. There's some weird fine line because, like, with the
Yeah.
remake, not the remake, but there was the Harry Potter prequels. They recasted the villain from.
Oh yeah. Didn't
Robert
Dumbledore
Downey
die in the first
Jr.
one or whatever?
Not Robert Downey Jr.
Dumbledore or some shit.
No. Dumbledore was played by Jude Law.
Yeah, but Dumbledore died, and they had to get another wizard.
I don't know. Did he really
they,
die?
They had to find another wizard to like do it. And that wizard was gay, and that's why people were mad. Isn't that right? Isn't that what was going on?
Well, wasn't the villain in those prequels had to be recasted from? It was Mads Mikkelsen from Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Because that whole
So,
thing,
like,
yeah.
If it's so, what is it? If it's a death, they just discontinue the story in a weird way with writing. If it's a public, affair with
If there's some weird stuff
with the
going-
courts,
Yeah,
then
with the
what? You get a fucking recast?
Yeah, they didn't do it with the Flash. DC don't give a shit.
DC does
we
not
got to
give a
make
fuck.
these
That's
movies.
weird as fuck. Why would you not? Did you guys see the interview? Just the red carpet interview with Ezra Miller? Dude is scripted.
Yeah. I just watched season 2 of The Boys, and I thought that was just brilliant. Yeah,
I still need to watch The Boys.
yeah, how they did that. Yeah.
The only thing I've seen on it was multiple clips of
Yeah.
Homelander, and just every single time I've seen anything on that show, it's like, damn, that's a fucking real superhero.
Yeah.
That was a real life.
That's what scares me. Yeah,
Right.
That's what makes like superheroes like Superman and in that world way more like.
Yeah.
It's way more. It's like, oh, this guy's really benevolent.
Like,
Who cares? You know.
Brightburn. You ever seen Brightburn?
Yes. That
James
was good.
Gunn's.
James Gunn is great. Yeah.
Oh my God, Brightburn.
I like James Gunn. I like what he's gonna do. I hope he's gonna do some cool stuff.
Superman
with,
Legacy. I'm looking forward to it, but that'd be cool. If they did like a
Yeah.
Brightburn.
Have you seen any of his Trauma movies?
No.
Way
no.
back. Oh man, that's like.
I think you told me
That's
about
part of the
this,
reason he
though.
got canceled.
I think you told me about this.
But I mean, they're good though. I mean, that dude, the person who owns Troma, it's the out of New Jersey. They did the Toxic Avenger. It's the most successful, pretty much longest, truly independent film company. But they just like, I love him because he's like a lefty, but like he's just like a non-PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like nothing. But he's also New Jersey. So.
Right. I mean, you have like a lot of comics like that, like Bill Maher. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
classic, like just like he's old school left.
Yeah. Very, very big on
Yeah.
gross out humor and
I
stuff.
mean
like
that is James Gunn. I mean, I also love James Gunn's style, like for like his supers, like the graphics in every scene, the way he shoots, like pronounces like every like the title cards in every. Every scene is a new title card. He does that.
Yeah.
He
He
does
wrote
cool stuff.
Toxic Avenger Part 4, and he was in it. He played like
okay.
Richard, the dude in the wheelchair.
Okay.
Like with that, he played him. in there, did a
Ethan
little-
Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah, Ethan
No,
Hawke,
wait,
the scientist.
wait,
yeah.
Ethan Hawke.
I don't think it's Ethan Hawke.
No,
He was
who's Stephen Hawking?
Stephen Hawking. I was like Richard Hawking.
So yeah, Tony Hawk. Or
Yeah, Tony Hawk. Yeah, he played Tony Hawk.
Yeah, he was fucking
Yeah.
wheelchair on a
Yeah,
half
after he-
pipe. That's so
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
Oh God.
But, yeah, he did.
yeah.
I don't know. It's a fun movie.
What was that one he did with what was his name? Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson.
The fucking did he do that movie? It was like it was like he played a superhero. The dude Dwight Schrute from The Office played it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
called Badass. Or
Yeah,
something
like that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just like decided he was like an everyday
Super.
dude.
Was it just called Super?
Yeah, I think it was just called Super. I knew it had
Yeah.
a single. I did watch that. That was cool. Yeah, he's just an ultra violent and
Yeah.
had. Didn't it have what's her face now? What's his face now in there?
Elliot Page.
Elliot Page.
Yeah.
We don't call her or call him.
I think that's.
I'm not dead name. I don't listen, dude.
He's great.
It's like dealing with
He was great.
parallel dimensions. Do we just Mandela? I mean,
The Mandela effect.
yeah. Can we recognize a point in time?
That is a
'Cause
good
then
point,
people
though.
could start doing that shit with other things, like, oh, I used to identify as racist, but my new non-racist name. Yeah, my new
I converted.
I'm not comparing
Yeah,
the two. Obviously,
yeah.
if you're a different gender or whatever, then
Now
I'll
I
respect
switched.
that.
You know.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll respect it in the moment,
Right.
at the time. But if you're showing me old
Sure.
pictures, what do I say?
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah, if I knew a person, and I asked a,
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally, I'll say this on the podcast. I asked a trans person I worked with. I said, if I knew who you were before you transitioned, and I accidentally said he or him, would you, or her or him, would you be upset? And they said no, because you knew me that way. Which is, that's a respectful thing.
That's respectful.
I
Most
think that
people
is a
I've
respectful
met
thing,
Are
yeah.
very understanding. And
Very understand. They get it.
Yeah,
but it's, I guess
I hosted
it's
a couple
gendered
drag
dysphoria.
shows recently, and like the first one I did, I remember I was being this took kind of a serious turn.
Yeah.
But I was mildly nervous because I was
Right.
like, this is my kind of. I've been in like I went to art school, so I've been around gay people and all
Yeah.
that. In Chicago, I was around gay people.
You're
and just-
gay.
Yeah. Maybe half gay or
Yeah.
whatever. Who knows?
Percentages.
Everybody's on the Kinsey scale.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Or like a 1 or 2 is just like how much you're into that, and they say most people are only like at a 2.
I think
or
a spectrum
even
is
if you're
off everything.
straight, you're like at a 2. Because I met people that are like, if you meet someone who's like a full like 1, like the straightest possible you can be,
Yeah.
like that's suspect almost. Because
Yeah.
you're like,
That's like
because
you're
they're
like
paranoid of even. I've met people.
maybe you're so straight you're gay.
I think
like
there's
it
horseshoe theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just which way do you go about it?
Right.
Do you go,
It's a boomerang goes
do you go
back,
straight forward, or do you like reach around?
or you just
the back?
that's nice. That's
There
funny
you
as
go.
fuck. Yeah. That's funny as shit. I mean, or you just you're bi.
Yeah, or you're bi. You can
Maybe
be
just-
anything,
yeah.
but yeah. But most people I think are just like
Do you think like what if like a gay person like one day was like, maybe like let me flip a coin. And it was like,
You
let's
think
see
it's
what
like a
happens.
choice? Like they
Right.
just flip
It's
a
like
coin?
fuck it.
I'll
And
just
like
try it.
they
They do
landed
that
on
in
heads.
vampire fiction a lot, and that's one case where I can truly understand it. Because
Oh,
they say like
really?
in prison time wears you out. I think just being immortal and like you're alive that long,
That's
even
an
if you're straight
interesting-
or even if you're gay,
Fuck.
even like you could just be like, I've had every dude.
That
And
is
like, I'm gonna try
true.
women
You ever
out.
watch
Let's do that.
Fuck, what's it
after
called?
like 300 or 400 years?
Yeah, you get bored.
You're
I
gonna,
probably-
yeah. If you're still sexually active, if you're in that type, because
If you're immortal, yeah, because if you're turned already into a vampire,
yeah,
you're gonna be that.
eventually
that
you're gonna try
age.
it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you ever watch What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes, yes.
Great show.
Love that. Love
Great
that.
show.
Yeah.
I mean, those characters are open about the most
Oh yeah, they're all
insane.
Yeah.
Like that is kind of a humanity thing in those kind of shows where it's like, damn, you would be acting that way for if you're
Oh, yeah.
500 years old. you
Yeah.
know? Like
Oh, yeah, yeah,
vampire movies kind of like hit that really well. Like just the
think so,
human
yeah.
experience, just compacted in all that years. That's how they
Yeah.
write those characters.
Yeah, the
where it's
really
like,
well written stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that movie was good too. That was hilarious. Where they're
Yeah.
talking about who's gonna do the chores.
Yeah.
And he's like, what about some slaves? It's like it's a little dated, yeah.
So like you can't. It's funny because you can't like because that was the normal like
Yeah.
when you were that age still like
That would be the downside of it because you would like as crazy as like these like people who are just like in their 50s are getting
right.
about music and
yeah.
new like just
Yeah.
sensibilities of humor because the Gen Z humor kind of threw me off for a second.
It's
I had
so blunt.
you're gonna be like completely out of like the loop. Like I'm already like just thinking like I remember when I was just like getting into my mid-20s, there was shit that
Dude,
started
right now,
not making sense.
Right now,
I
I'm
was like,
20,
what the fuck's
I'm
going on?
21, and it's growing. It's getting a little faster. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
some
get
apps
ready,
I'm not
buddy.
even downloading anymore. Like
Oh yeah.
I get that now. Like I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
like I don't want to download that app.
Yeah, I don't want to get on the TikTok. You're on that TikTok.
I
Though.
have
You don't
TikTok,
care.
though, yeah.
You're like the Chinese can do that.
They can
They
do
want-
whatever. You know what? TikTok's crazy though because
Yeah.
I blow up on Instagram, but they don't blow me up on TikTok.
Is that because like you're just waving the flag? loving America?
I'm really patriotic on
Yeah.
TikTok. I'm like really.
Talk about freedom too much.
Yeah.
I don't want that message.
I wear dad hats a lot.
Yeah.
I'm in I'm like in
Yeah.
just like Indiana plains in my background a lot.
Oh yeah, that would be cool if you're just like super popular in China.
Yeah.
You were the reason.
Yeah.
Think you're in freedom.
Like there's like big like screens of me and people are
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at it like
yeah.
this fucking guy. Like
This guy.
This
I'll
guy's-
follow it. Whatever. Why not?
you've seen the riots in China. It's like people don't want to
Oh yeah, it's
be
scary.
there.
It's all
Yeah.
scary. Yeah,
like,
yeah. People
fuck.
don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff like I'll see like some of like the TikTok shit. Like there's some cool looking shit there, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
amusement parks and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
you know.
it is crazy. I know Japan has some fucking crazy shit. to
Japan
check
looks
out.
fire too.
Yeah,
Japan, really
looks
cool.
so fun to check out. Like
Yeah,
Tokyo,
yeah.
it's like that is you will have you will go through the internet. You have a picture. You'll see a picture just outside, and you're like, that's Tokyo. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that. Maybe that's probably a.
No, I like just looking at.
But like,
just the nature
that's
and
a,
stuff.
it's just a vibe.
I had a
So
friend
cool.
who just went there and like.
Oh really?
Yeah. But she didn't know. She had a cousin that kind of like, spoke Japanese and stuff, and it
Fire.
was just like all walking, going to bars. It's just all types of fun. But it is, yeah. I know it kind of is. I've heard like just traveling to another country in general is good because you will just to feel like the outsider. You should
Right.
have that feeling.
You should,
I went to
yeah.
Mexico and I felt it.
Yeah.
I remember I was wearing like a Spider-Man shirt. I went to see the Mayan. Yeah, I was wearing. It was like a nice button
What
up,
Spider-Man
kind of
shirt?
a tribal Spider-Man. I don't know where So I was in the Mayan temples, and that's kind of like a reservation too.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, going to buy like some Mayan merchandise or whatever. And then this dude who was selling it to me, it was like, dude, I'll trade you this for that Spider-Man shirt.
Nice.
And I'm like. I don't want to trade it because they're not getting these Spider-Man shirts, and I guess it like I don't know, maybe it looks like Luchador and he's badass. Or some shit. But like, and I get it. I'm like, it is cool, but I was like, I can't because it was all I was wearing. I had no undershirt. I'm like, I'm not gonna walk out of here just all pasty as fuck.
Dude.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it.
Luchador.
But it was nice though, man. They actually let you when I went. You could. We got to climb the temple. They had like a rope there, and it was just so funny to me to think that like. thousands of years ago, they're just throwing severed heads off this
Yeah.
thing. If they could just
Rolling.
see the future, just some overweight American.
yeah. With a
United
Spider-Man
States.
shirt.
Yeah, with a Spider-Man.
Tan lines.
Yeah.
Fucking just that's so funny.
It's like, I can't wait to go and eat some enchiladas. And some, just take one into the future. And just
Take quesadillas hitting,
some
dude.
quesadilla. Can't wait to get drunk as fuck on the Corona. Throw up, blame it on the water.
I paid too much for this.
Yeah.
Well, years ago, heads of kings were rolling down this thing.
Yeah. And
with
they liked
shits,
it. Like,
yeah.
if they won the game, they got killed.
Yeah.
They had this, like, game
Wait,
with a
what?
ball. Yeah, and if you won it, like, it was like a mix
They
of
wanted to
soccer.
die?
It was like a mix of soccer. They kind of did because they thought they were going to, like, a cool place. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Whoa.
very honorable,
Imagine
yeah,
like
yeah.
that today.
Like, that's how hard
Like the
to believe
finals, like the LeBron going like, I need to die.
that would be the shit. Yeah.
Like, dude,
It's the only way. Yeah.
That's
You
funny
couldn't
as
get like a
shit.
real good streak or anything. Like, it just wasn't about that. Yeah.
Wow,
I would
yeah.
like throw that game off. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to. Like,
I'm gonna die harder than you, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck, shit. Hey, so we're going on 26 minutes. Last thing we like to do on the show is end with what's a story you can tell, the most crazy story you can tell on air.
the most crazy story? Okay, I have a lot of stories. I don't know. We were talking about. I guess I'll talk. This isn't the craziest story I have, but I did get yelled at for talking about aliens too much.
Oh,
I was
really?
getting high. Yeah, I got high at a party, and then I wrote a joke about it. But I don't even.
No, tell
But
the
yeah,
story.
it was just kind of scary because we were talking about just getting high and having like
Right, yeah.
paranoid shit happening.
Yeah.
I was getting high. I didn't even want to go to this party.
That's the worst.
I went to visit my
That's
brother,
fair.
and they were all hanging out, and it was one of those
Yeah.
where a friend of theirs was having a party, their birthday party at like a relative's house, at her sister's house. So we went
Yeah.
there. So it's like already like a friend of a friend.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going.
yeah.
So I go. I bring weed.
It's already getting more and more disconnected.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
more and more
that.
disconnected.
Yeah,
I have a
more
small
le-
group.
Yeah, it's
So
like
I'm getting high there. They're blasting like death metal in the backyard, and it's cool. Everybody's cool there, you know, and they're drinking, and like this is around the time. This is like maybe like a year or two ago when they were getting the alien UFO disclosure.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
big.
yeah,
Congress
yeah.
was getting that. So I'm just talking to everybody like I'm super, high. Just like, dude, like, what do you think? And then everybody's just like, I don't know. I think this. Just, having interesting conversations because marijuana makes you curious and shit.
Very.
But this like white woman who was like the sister of the girl,
Yeah.
she was just like getting drunk and trashed, and she just
Uh-oh.
like, all of a sudden, like, I just hear her like in the corner, like talking, like crying to these other women,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what's like going on? And I'm like I kind of hear her talking like, all he does, like in the corner of my ear, like all he does is like, go off on like conspiracy theories and like go off on tangents, and it's just like so weird and so blah. And I'm like, are you talking about me? Like, I turn around and she's just like, yes, I'm talking about you. Like, right.
God, bro.
And imagine someone doing that to you, like when you're at like your highest, when you're in that
That's
really
insane.
vulnerable state. So I had that, and I was just like, kind of like, a little bit horrified. And then I was just like, that clicked in, and I'm like, you know what? Like, your problems with me are your problems. This is what I kind of did a little like turnaround. On her.
Balls in your court.
Yeah, I bounced it right back.
I'm a professor.
Not everybody's right. There's also that. Yeah. Because she was just going off on me, but everybody looked at her like she was the weird one. I was thinking everybody was going to turn on me because she was trying to turn people on me because she kept saying, like, I have a baby, because she had a baby inside, but they were blasting death metal, like, outside. Like, all night.
Baby
This
sleeping.
don't give a fuck.
Corn.
Yeah. And if I was to wake up that baby, then it'd be cool if, like, its first memory was just its mom crying because she can't handle the truth about aliens.
What a dumb bitch. Well, that was funny as fuck. Well, Mike Hullinger, thank you so much for joining me on
All
Sometime with
right.
Colton
Can I
Dover.
plug my shit?
Please do. Please
All
do.
right. You can find me. I made little cards even. I can do
Oh, fire.
on Lucid
Here we go.
X Noir on Instagram if you want to
Few
see my
notes.
visual arts and stuff.
Hells yeah.
And then Wednesday, July 12th at Helium Comedy Club.
Hey, fire.
I am
Catch up with the helium.
Yeah, on Indie's Funniest
Fuck yes.
2023.
Fuck yes.
So please come check me out. if you're in Indianapolis and you want to check me out, you can DM me, and I have 10 free tickets I can give out. Or you can say you're a friend, and you'll get buy one get one 50% off of the tickets. All right.
Indianapolis, go check him out. Listen to Sun on Cold Dover on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, y'all.